Hi Cancer, this is going to be your general reading for December 2022. This is going to be your last general reading for the year of 2022. And I have a new camera, that's why the videos are late, and I've been having a lot of tech issues over the past 3 days trying to figure out how to get it to work. I think I kind of got it now. Can say the quality is much better. Since this is a general reading, the messages may not resonate with you. So I do suggest that you go back and look at your moon and rising sign video. Also, if you are interested in looking into your personal situation a little more deeply and closely, you can always book a personal reading with me. Go over to the About Box section of my channel. There you'll see the reading packages, the number of questions, and the price. And decide the reading that you want, and then you can email me. There's my email address there, and let me know which package that you want, and we can go from there. All right, so we have a full moon coming up on the 7th of December. The moon will be in Gemini. We also have Mars in Gemini, and we are awaiting the arrival of Jupiter into Aries, which will be happening in March of next year. So that's going to be really exciting. So I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I have with me the Radiant White deck. I have with me the Levita Sibilas. Now, if you go back, and I've been saying this in all of the videos, but if you'll go back and look at the Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces videos, you will see I pulled an additional card called the Archetype card. But the more I began to work with them during this month of readings, my guides were like, these are not the cards to be using for this. So I stopped at Pisces. I did not pull any more archetype cards. I probably, will use those again at some point, but they just don't seem to be working well for the general reading. So that's why you won't see that card in this reading. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around. As you can see, the quality is much better. I'm going to see if I can zoom in. This is what has been giving me issues here. There's a zoom. Thing is, I can't really control it. So we'll try it that way, and hopefully we'll be able to get all of the cards in the frame. If not, then I can always zoom out. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to put one more shuffle and one more rifle on these. The Four of Cups has come out, as you can see. And let's get the rifle on there. And lay the rest of the cards. I hope everyone had a great holiday season, Thanksgiving season. Five of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. King of Swords. The Death card. Well, the Six of Pentacles. So now we've lost 3 Pentacles. The High Priestess. Wow. The Queen of Cups. Well, that's interesting. And finally, the Ace of Swords. He's holding the Ace of Swords. You're holding the Ace of Cups, which is also being presented here. I don't have any repeater numbers. I have a 1, a 2, 4, 5, 6, a 9, a 12, and 2 13s, which break down to a 4. Okay, so that's quite the interesting spread, Cancer. And right in the center I have Death. So what I'm looking at is a change, a transformation. You know, this odd thing, the King is dead here in this. And I don't mean like maybe he's dead. I just mean kind of like he is absent or not there. Okay, the energy kind of feels that way. You can see he has the High Priestess sitting underneath him. is the stance of the card, of the figure on the card, as though he's saying he doesn't want to hear anything, he doesn't want to know anything. This is also Mars incarnate, so this could be somebody on the warpath. Okay, I'm going to slide these cards over just a bit. There you go. So what is over the entire reading? It is the Nine of Wands. Okay, well, past, present, future, interplay of the cards. This top row, something's been offered or proffered, and someone is, not that excited about it. They're not that enthused about it. They're not certain that they want to take it. They seem to be okay with what they have and where they are. But this card says sometimes you can be more cautious than what is necessary, and you can end up turning down a cup that could be something really, really good for you. But we shall see. Coming over to the Five of Wands, fives are numbers of change. They are numbers of conflict and numbers of tension. So I've seen this card show up when people are fighting like children, or they have been fighting over or about children. But the card can also be about competition. Someone coming in and you competing. This can be arguments. Everybody trying to get their own words in, right? And I've also seen it when somebody's been playing head games with you. Okay, so that's kind of an interesting, these two cards are kind of interesting together. Here with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles does speak about financial security and physical safety. It says that you have put your nose to the grindstone, you have ignored all of those wild instincts to go maybe off and spend all of your money, the hooded falcon there, and you buckle down and you've done the work. Now, I don't know, and you also have something to show for it. Sometimes to me this card can be an indication of wanting to move house, because there's the snail there. Okay, but it says that you've gotten whatever you've done and whatever you've earned and whatever you have, it is well due you, and it is your reward. So I've seen it sometimes even show up when it talks about promotions and bonuses, or sometimes small windfalls coming in for you. So it is this card, this row across the center here, this King of Swords. Now, he would be an air sign male, and this will apply no matter if this is heterosexual or same-sex relationship, whomever takes on the role of the male, whomever identifies with the role of the female. So the story's still the same. King of Swords would be an air sign male individual or person, or energy, let's put it that way. Would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. He normally rules the sign of Aquarius, okay? If not that, then this individual may have military background or military training. The person can be a surgeon, a dentist, a chef, not just a doctor, has to be a surgeon, so somebody who cuts on people. He could be a researcher, a scientist, an editor, a writer, someplace where keen intellect or sharp tools are needed to get the job done. Okay, but then there's this huge ending here, death, just kind of coming through. But on the other side of that, what we see is the Six of Pentacles, and the six is a number that implies balance. So this is about kindness, it is about giving, it is about charity, it is about sharing. It can be the idea that some funds are going to be coming to you at the right time, that someone will be able to help you in a time of need, or that you are in a position to help someone else in a time of need. But then we come to the High Priestess, and the High Priestess represents the moon. She represents the feminine principle, but she's also a silent figure in the tarot. She doesn't speak much. She doesn't say much. She doesn't show a whole lot of reaction, but yet she is tuned in to everything that is going on. So when I see this card come up, it either says to me that someone needs to trust their intuition. Maybe your psychic abilities are coming to the fore to kind of give you an indication of something. But also, she can sometimes just say the answer cannot be revealed at the moment. Okay? I don't know if the letter J means anything to anybody. It's not J and B. There's two letters here. It's just the letter J keeps leaping off the card. So somebody with the initial of J, okay, maybe their name is J. I don't know. I don't know if it's first name or last name. I don't know. J. And then we have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is a kind, sensitive, empathetic, psychic kind of person, wants to love and nurture everybody, needs that for herself, but may sometimes give too much of herself and can't get back whatever it is she's putting out. And then it ends with the Ace of Swords. Now, the most important thing about the Ace of Swords is that of all of the aces in the deck, this is the most important one. It is the most powerful ace. And when it appears, you can guarantee that a situation is about to change. So this could have to do with worry, anxiety, fears. Maybe you're waiting on some information that you need and it hasn't come in. But it is also the card of truth, the Ace of Swords. This can also represent some type of contractual issue. In the olden times, this card represented a formal proposal. We see that offer up there, you know, but I don't quite know what the Ace of Swords is really saying in connection with all of this. I only have the one major arcana smack dab in the middle of everything else. No, I have the two, but this one's in the middle. And this one's at the beginning. It is the end of the past column, beginning of the future row. So to me, this card anchors the whole spread. Okay. This card also, the Ace of Swords, says that you know, sometimes truth is never it's oftentimes painful, but never convenient. It is about decision making and speaking truth. So we shall see what the cards have to say. So I'm going to turn over these two court cards because they are representative of people. Okay. That leaves me the Four of Cups, Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and even the Ace as they relate to these two cards. Now the overall energy is the Nine of Wands. Okay. And the Nine of Wands says that you've been through a battle, so to speak. You may be feeling kind of bruised and beat up. It's been a tough couple of years, that's for sure. But this card also says that you have the strength, courage, and character to get back in there into the fight should you need. The fact that he's resting, I think, on this card is really one of the best images in the tarot of what the number 9 means, because it's a moment of pause and reflection. It's a focus on finality and completion, but looking back over everything that you've done before. Same thing with this card. It is a focus on completions, okay? And taking a moment to enjoy the fruits of your labor and your hard work before you move to the next thing. So let me get my book, and we're going to just take them as they fell. The Four of Cups. Nothing about the Four of Cups. Five of Wands. Speaks to a difficult situation. Nothing about the Five of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Nothing about the Nine of Pentacles. And then the Six of Pentacles. Nothing about the Six of Pentacles. So the cards, it's being rather enigmatic. Let me see if there's an indication of something here with the energy of the Nine of Wands over the entire, over the entire spread. Let's see here. Nothing about that card. So now that only leaves me the Ace. So we're going to have to go to the Sibilas to see what they're talking about. Yeah, absolutely nothing. That's interesting. So this card, like I said, is the anchor. It's not giving me any information. If I had to pick a card, before I do that, let me give you the death card. Now, we don't normally interpret this card as an actual death, but times being what they are, um, you know, there's war, there's still people dying from COVID, and then just everyday life. 1 second, he's number 13. The 2 4s. Another 4. Where is he? I can't find him. Here he is. It indicates that a major change is about to occur in your life, which may require any outmoded concepts to be discarded for a newer, better life and lifestyle. It is asking that you face the future, accept the changes, and adapt accordingly. It indicates that a stage in life is coming to an end, but that from this ending, new experiences will evolve. It indicates major transformations in the near future and rethinking one's life and beliefs, which brings about many positive changes and eventually renewal. It tells of recognizing the end to a situation or a change in attitude. It asks that you do not resist the changes that are coming towards you. It indicates that it is necessary to look at your life and to question the amount of energy that you are putting into relationships. You need to decide whether it is necessary to let go in order to save energy. And that's it. That's the only meaning of the death card. Okay? Upright. So, let me turn these cards back over. And to me, I can't necessarily say what is coming to an end. I just know that there is a major ending here. I'm not kind of picking up. I could say it's the end of fights. You know, that's apparent. You know, but I think the keys to this spread to get more information is going to be that 4 of Cups. Excuse me. What is being offered that is not tempting enough for you to risk this new ending that is coming here? And sometimes that's what that 4 of Cups can be. Maybe someone is offering you a way out, but you don't want to accept it, you know? Superbia. The Prigione. And the Disgrazia. Wow, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. The Superbia is kind of a funny card. It's a neutral kind of a card. It's a 2 of clubs. But it will oftentimes indicate good luck. Okay? It says that no matter how bad things are looking, you know, whatever the case may be, it offers a divine protection. No matter how many people are affected, you kind of remain untouched and you prosper. Okay? So it represents a powerful divine blessing. But it can also mark someone who may be overly concerned with their looks, social status, or can be a bit standoffish. But that's a very slight nuanced card. What I have here is the Prigione. And the Prigione indicates someone who's in a situation in which they feel chained to, they can't get out of. But the card says that in order to get out, there are 3 things that need to be done. There are 3 steps that need to be taken. Okay? There is a window of opportunity. It is unbarred. Here are the steps, the 3 steps to be taken. Right? And then there's a banner that you can't really see because my cards are old there on the wall. So there's support and help there. And the vase, which indicates wisdom, learned from this. Now, I have seen this card show up when someone is literally in jail, and I've seen it where people are locked in a situation, be it mental, physical subjugation into some situation that they can't get themselves out of. And then the Disgrazia card. Okay, a very, very important card. It is the Seven of Swords or Spades. Doesn't have the same meaning. It has some connotations, but not quite the same. Let me give it to you. It's called the Tragedy card. Okay? And it tells of great turbulence about to enter your life. It heralds the arrival sometimes of traumatic events. The more philosophical approach to the card has to do with the approach to right and wrong. And what the card conveys is that usually, but not always, what has happened to you or will happen to you is really not your fault. Okay? But it also implies that you failed to learn from past mistakes, or that a mistake from the past is coming to exact payment in the present. You're going to feel like a helpless victim. I don't necessarily see that here. Maybe that, thinking on it. And you'll feel completely powerless. But the card indicates, it's another card like the Death card. It's a drastic and radical change, something that will never return to the way it used to be. Okay? Now, interestingly, there are only 2 cards that can mitigate it, and this is one of them. Okay? So, what this tells me is that something is happening with this guy. Something maybe he's being offered, or something that maybe he's trying to offer you. But that it's, if you were to accept, it would be your downfall. Let me put it that way. Now, it says it can herald a painful and sudden separation, violence, the loss of a friend or family member, bereavement, and the unexpected loss of a loved one. Now, it doesn't necessarily mention death, okay? But like I said, in the times that we live in now, that could very well be a possibility, okay? Let's see. Yeah, I don't necessarily see that as being a stroke of luck. The reason why is because of this card in the center. So if there's somebody in your life who's like this, okay, it says that whatever dumpster fire they got going on, in a sense, you are protected. So it's like whatever whatever the offer is, maybe you might be right not to accept that offer. Again, the full moon, I think, will be having, particularly with these 2 cards, will have an influence on it. And so try not to make any decisions around the full moon, okay? 3 days leading up to the full moon and 3 days after the full moon, all right? Because even this guy, like I said, he could have something to do with law enforcement, okay? So, oh my God, my stomach. So formulate your question for the Golden Nostradamus cards. Here we go. Well, it is the Fish. Interesting. Interesting. The Fish say, once you have let the gossip fly, these tales you can never again belie. That's interesting because we're talking about being silent. Silence will bring counsel and will not expose you to the attacks of others. Stop often and think. Stand still and reflect quietly. It will lead to the discovery of the right path to be taken. I think that's that card. That Sword of Truth. So, whatever this is, it's going to change everything. Something happens that no, you can't go back. And this is a yes. That's what that's telling me. That's a yes. All right, so that's what I have for you, Cancer, for December. I will see you guys again in 2023. Be well, stay safe. Namaste.